Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host, Bachelor Nation News. Oh boy, let me tell you on as far as videos go that I don't want to make, it's this one. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna talk about it. No judgments. We are a judgment-free zone today. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. I'm live on the Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. If anyone in the Patreon has any fun words you want me to shout out during this video, leave a 1 or 2 word suggestion and we'll improv a little bit. All right, let's get into it. What is the deal? His response to body diversity campaign. That is Jacob Rapini. He is a contestant on this season. Oiled up, nice hair, probably a nice guy. Here's what I'm asking of you guys. I'm asking you guys this up top. In order for us to have these conversations, we don't want to cancel people. We want to, have a discussion here. So I'm just asking, you guys do whatever you want with this info, but I'm just asking that we go easy on the judgment and worry and go more on just like the higher meaning here, okay? So I'll get into that. There's a new campaign calling for fat inclusion on the Bachelor franchise. Jacob Rapini on his Instagram stories screen grabbed the campaign Roses for Everybody, advocates for body diversity both on and off camera. And his response was, all these guys that eat clean and maintain a healthy amount of weight need to stop. Laugh emoji, cry emoji. It just seems like to me, and again, please, it's not about judging him because he's got 2,000 followers. He's got a small, close to no following. He's just, hey, what's wrong with the guys who have nice abs? Promoting one thing doesn't take away from something else. And this is something that we've all had to learn, right? This is a term that's been floating around. When you're accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression. So he's already on the show. He's a good-looking, strong, abs. He's got all of that. We just don't need... So the campaign is to promote body diversity on the show. That's the campaign. The campaign's not to rip away guys like this and get off of there. No, we need more. No, it's just introduce. After 20 plus seasons, there's been 2 contestants, maybe 3, that would be considered overweight. So people have commented on my video, mainly positive, although there were a lot of people that are like, a lot of people would comment things like, hey, we want to come to Bachelor to see like the ideal, whatever it is, that's what a lot of people, we want to come for, you want the best. And look, I understand the show has like guys with slow-mo as they're showering and girls walking slow-mo out of the hot tub. I get it. I totally get it. Body diversity isn't a Bachelor problem. You see across all dating shows contestants that have a beach body. Love Island, Too Hot to Handle, Temptation Island, and someone said, yeah, this is so much bigger than The Bachelor. Not sure why they're blamed and others are not. Well, look at it this way. McDonald's gets blamed for a lot of the problems with fast food because it's the largest fast food company in the world. That doesn't mean Jack in the Box isn't also bad. It just means you knock off the bigger fish if you can, and that would be McDonald's. That would be The Bachelor. It wouldn't be like, Love Island. Like, no one's watching that. But if you did have a loyal following within Love Island, by all means, make your petition, do whatever. But of course, Jenna from Date Card Pod is a commentator within the Bachelor Nation, and this is her sort of avenue. And to respond that other dating shows are also a part of the problem, well, look, I was watching the All-Star Shore, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, All-Star Shore is one of the most diverse dating shows we've ever had. They've got contestants from Mexico, Brazil, the UK, the US, maybe Canada, and maybe a few other places. But they've also got plenty of body diversity. One of the UK contestants, and I believe Marina Gregory's from Brazil. I could be wrong. I've been enjoying the show. I'm a few episodes in. Point being that it's not as simple as just like, well, if you eat right, we don't have to come at this from a place of judgment. Inclusivity on a show that's about love is about finding people that, you might fall in love with. Now, the problem that the show had with diversity racially is that they were only casting white leads who are attracted to white people. So then the contestants would all be white leads. Then one of those contestants would become the lead, or the contestant would be all white. They'd become the lead, and it goes on and on and on. At some point, the show had to start casting diversity that actually weren't just there for tokenism, right? So anyway, here's what Chris Harrison had to say about why the show hasn't had body diversity in the past, and I was mentioning this in the conversation I had with Jenna from Date Card Pod the day she launched this initiative, Roses for Everybody. People wonder, I'm pulling up a graphic and I'll read it, what he thought. And of course, he was the voice of Bachelor Nation. Sure. And when people were asked, I think this was in 2014, why there aren't any chubby or that was the term they used, chubby contestants. And he said, I don't think that would work because that's not attractive. And television is a very visual medium. And I know that sounds horrible to say, but I know that at 42, in the eyes of television, I'm old and unattractive. Sure, I can put a suit and tie on, but I have hair on my chest and I don't have a 12-pack. I live a healthy life, but I don't do 8 hours in the gym, nor do I want to. And I don't eat 50,000 egg whites. This is actually what he said. So he said, you need to eat 50,000 egg whites. How discombobulated is this? Oh my gosh. Well, there's a little snickerdoodle for you, what Chris Harrison has to say about that. But he also had, he said the same thing about not having like a black lead. He said the same thing about like, well, I'm more worried about keeping the show on the air. Like it was almost like a false equivalency. Like, well, in order for the show to be on the air, people are going to have to see, people that can fit into a size 2 dress. Oh boy. So if that's not a boomerang lost in a tree, I don't know what is. Okay, you never lost a boomerang in a tree before? You're like, all right, it's Christmas morning. I'm 7 years old. I'm going to throw it. And now it's stuck in there. I just got my toy stuck in a spruce. All right, Bruce's spruces. So that's where we're at with that. Elaine says Fabio against Flab. Like, it's just a weird kind of, I don't know, hill to die on. Not saying he is. I personally say this, you can promote having a good, there are positive ways to promote like eating healthy, working out, and all of that. That doesn't mean we have to take away from people that might look differently, right? I don't know. It's hard to talk about because the show is different things to different people. But I don't think it would be a problem. And this is where it's like, I don't understand female sizes. Like I know male sizes, but I'm a size 33 waist, right? If every guy who's on the show, on The Bachelorette, if there's 30 contestants that all have a size 33 waist, why not get a couple guys that have a size 36 waist? Why not do something that's just a little bit different from what's been going on? Why not have, because they had like Brian Witzman, who was a University of Rhode Island alumni and former pro football player. He was a bigger guy. I think he's lost a little bit of weight, but he's been a bigger guy. And like Katie Thurston said that she likes bigger guys. Like she wanted guys that had a little, but the show kind of wants to give us this. And like, the old adage, sex sells. We get that. We understand that. I think it doesn't hurt anybody if you have 27 cast members to maybe have a couple introduce it. I'm just saying, as far as like petitions go, this is one that hurts nobody. It hurts nobody. And then maybe you get a couple guys that are on the show or women or whatever that have that look or feel a certain way that's different than what we've seen in the past. Maybe they don't win, but they go a little bit further. And then maybe they go on Bachelor in Paradise. And then maybe they become a lead one day. And then maybe we have a lead who's not a traditional, fit. And maybe that lead then will go after people that are a little bit more, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's a bad thing. And again, I say this redundantly because I think I'm the only person who has this screen grab that was sent to me. And I start to understand with my platform that if I wanted to burn somebody, we could, and I don't want that. So if I were friends with this buddy and I was like, hey man, there's a campaign to have some size diversity, some body diversity on The Bachelor. They got 30 contestants for 20 years. Every single one of them has always looked the same. So they're going to try to, there's this campaign to bring in more body diversity. And if my buddy go, oh man, so what does that say about me? Should I stop eating healthy? Should I stop, caring about my weight? Should I stop eating clean? I go, no, man, you do whatever makes you happy. Okay, just do whatever makes you happy. Oil yourself up and be happy. I don't know. That's all I have to really say about that. Katie Thurston's making news, as always, finally posted this. And not really worth its own video, but she posted, just me waiting for my proceeds from all the content generated around my 60-second thoughts. Oh boy, can anyone spot me a buck? I'll get you over there. I told Katie, I said, let me see where my comments were. I said I'll give her an extra slice of cake at the wedding. Where did I say? She said, I'll DM you my Venmo. And I says, I got you an extra slice of cake at the wedding. All right, so that's how I'll pay her. I'll pay her in some nice tiramisu, boy. All right, so look, I don't think there's much else to say. God is good. Real estate and mortgage lending, season 19 of The Bachelor. And I don't think there's any. Oh, you know what I did want to do is just highlight, because I was having problems with my Instagram today. So I just wanted to highlight what Roses for Everybody stands for. You know, it's not rocket science.
Everybody. A fat bachelor.
Oh, I lost it. Hold on. This is it. TikTok is a real beast.
Hi, we are Roses for Everybody, a fat bachelor inclusion campaign. That's right, we said The Bachelor, the show where a bunch of thin people try to find love on boats of champagne or by eating worms. It might come as a shock to you that The Bachelor has not been great at fat representation when they're not actively excluding fat bodies or using past fatness as a traumatic storyline. Fat people are beautiful and they deserve chances at finding love, even on TV. So we created a petition demanding that the Bachelor franchise start including fat people in its casting. Radical, we know. Pause to see what else we are doing.
So, and I think this triggers. I think this triggers some people because they have in a petition you want very specific goals. Cast a minimum of 5 fat, diverse contestants each season. Give equitable screen time, because as we know, when the show was casting people of color, they weren't getting as much screen time as the white characters because the lead was white. The lead fell for someone who's white, so it was just like a token. We got whatever. Choose leads who specify that they are attracted to fat people. Provide mental health support to contestants navigating harassment. Hire fat staff in production and incorporate fat inclusion training. Now, I've gotten responses from people that are part of a community that says we don't like to use the word fat. That ain't my beef. I don't know. Okay, some people they say we say fat because we're normalizing it. It is what it is, and we don't want it to be used in a way like whatever. I don't know, guys. Jury's out. But that's not the point. That's semantics, right? The point is that diversity is good, and I don't think it's crazy if there's 30. Because it's like they're demanding 5. Maybe Bachelor goes, all right, okay, we'll give you 2. Well, hey, that's progress. That's a start. That's negotiating. That's how it works. Let me know what you guys think. Have a good Friday, everybody. Talk to you soon.